Valve's Source engine is home to many good games, but not every single one of them is well known. Today, I'm going to be taking a look at the game Cyberdiver, released exclusively for arcade cabinets in Japan, or at least it was for a little bit. Man, this HUD takes up a lot of space. At the top is a timer and 2 health bars. The health bars are not your personal health bar, but health bars for each team. Each time you get a kill, the health bar will go down a little bit. Think of it like the Battlefield ticket system, if you've ever played that. The bottom left is a green bar and a blue bar. The green bar representing your health, you lose it all and you die. No shit. Blue bar representing your armor, you lose all that, you lose your armor, and your clothes. Yeah, your clothes. Bottom right is your ammo for your gun, and if you decide to switch weapons, it'll show all the guns in your inventory too. Oh, all that is 2 bars. You can rank these 2 bars up by general gameplay by walking around or even killing stuff. You can do a few things when you level them up. Some of those being sprinting in quotes, you move like 2% faster. This weird jumping dash move. Now I'm not going to cover every special ability, but if you hold down left click, you can do just that. A special ability, when those bars are full, it either sucks,
Unacceptable.
or is pretty cool.
Acceptable.
There's no in between, really.
3, 2, 1. Start.
Every class is a melee weapon. The ranger has a legally distinct lightsaber. Now against bots, this thing isn't half bad. Probably not ideal, but it's not half bad. I imagine if you fought against actual players though, you'd have a hard time. Next up is the SMG. It looks a lot like the PP-19 Bison, but instead of that being the ammo drum at the bottom of it, that's, well, a grenade launcher. It's okay. It gets the job done, I suppose. Next up is the E-pistols. They're bad. I struggle to kill anything with them. I'm not sure what their real purpose is, actually. Now, after that, or I suppose before, because I fucked up earlier, is the Half-Life 2 Spaz. With a different skin, that's all it is. You can't do the cool right-click where you do double damage and shoot 2 rounds. It's just a single-fire Spaz from Half-Life. We have the, well, worst weapon for this class. It's like a spray paint can, except it sprays smoke, and if you right-click, it sprays green paint. Now, in online multiplayer, the smoke could have little use. You could blind some people for it. But I'm not too sure about the paint ability. I can't really see that doing much in online, and it's certainly, neither of these actually certainly do nothing in bot match. Look at this thing. You like throw this grenade, it turns into like a puddle of boiling diarrhea. What is this? And if you shoot it, catch on fire? Sometimes the bots will walk through it. Sometimes they'll have some intelligence and walk around it. Most of the time they're going to walk through it though, so it's kind of useful. This guy also has the Half-Life 2 crossbow. Pretty cool. Also has a normal frag grenade. Well, that's it for this guy. On to someone else now. I don't know who I'm putting next. I know, this character's a girl, Icky. I'll power through this one and make this one fast. Her melee weapon is a katana. If you left click with it, it's not very good and sucks. If you right click with it, it catches it on fire, then it's very good and doesn't suck. But it takes away some special ability points. It's worth it though. Next up she has the SMG from before, the one that looks like the Bison. It's the same thing, not much to say here. She also has the Half-Life 2 Magnum with like a slightly different model. If I could fucking hit with it, it'd be pretty good. She also has a gravity gun, but instead of a gun, it's just a glove, and you can only pick up these red barrels. Not very useful at all. She also has these hula hoops that you throw, and when you throw them, you can teleport through them, or enemies can. It's not good at all. It's not very useful. Wow, this character's not turning out too good now that I'm watching all this. She also has this bulletproof shield thing, or it's more like a bubble. It goes all around you and, well, makes you bulletproof. It's pretty good. It doesn't last very long, though. And to round it off, she has the slams from Half-Life 2 Deathmatch, and the crossbow from Half-Life 2. Cool class, I'd give it like a 4 out of 10. Okay, there's no more females in this game, I swear to God. Now that we're done talking about her, we're gonna go talk about the other female in the game, the medic. This character is a little girl, but I'm pretty sure she has a medical license. I haven't seen it. That's what she says, so we're gonna have to roll with that. Now, of course, she's a little girl, so her melee weapon is a chainsaw. It's really good, probably the best weapon, best melee weapon at least, of any character. Except she has this little pistol. It's not very good. It's actually pretty bad, actually. It's not. It also has a medic syringe. It's not that useful, really. I mean, it heals them pretty good, but you only have a limited number of shots and you can't get ammo back for it. Next up is this poison grenade. It's pretty good. If you throw it on a horde of bots, they'll just stand there and keep getting poison damage because they're stupid and don't move. It also has another hula hoop thing. Wait, two hula hoop things. Why? They both do the same thing. It's, again, not very useful. Next up is the miracle drink. It pretty much throw it at teammates and it gives them armor. Pretty simple. Here's something I'm not too sure about. It's called the D balloon, and you throw it at people like the miracle drink, but it puts a balloon over their head. And I think you have to throw at least 3 for them to actually start healing. Even then, the healing is very delayed. Again, I'm not too sure about this. It's kind of a weird thing. And then finally we have, no, that was it. Never mind. On to the next character. This class is the Guardian. It's like the heavy weapons guy of this game. Starting off kind of weak, he has the legally distinct lightsaber. Same deals before. Good against bots, probably not very good in multiplayer. Their weak entry to this class is the pistol. From the medic, it still sucks and is not good. Finally, some good shit, that minigun. This is, no joke, probably one of the best weapons in the game. This thing kicks ass. It shreds through anything. All you have to do with this weapon is aim in the general direction of an enemy, and there's a good chance they're going to be dead in a few seconds. Here's another good weapon, these rocket pods that sit on your shoulders. You can't get ammo back for them, which is a bummer, but they do kill pretty good, and that's all that matters at the end of the day. Those were some fun and cool weapons. Now back to the lame and mediocre weaponry. It's this like grenade launcher thing, but I've never been able to kill anything with it, so not good. Now if you hold down and right click with the grenade launcher thing, you'll do this like punch thing. It strips them of all their armor if you can land the hit, but it's kind of hard to hit everyone since they're always moving around. Next up is this fire grenade. You throw it and it catches stuff on fire. There's nothing really special about it. Next up is this bulletproof shield thing. You put it down and it's supposed to protect you from bullets, but I've noticed most of the time bots just ignore you the second you put it down. So it's a good way to get some easy kills. Next up is the sniper rifle from Half-Life 2 Survivors. I'll bring up why that's in here later, but I will assure you, it's not very good. This class is the sniper. I wonder what he does. First off, it isn't actually his sniper rifle. It's an assault rifle with like an ACOG scope on it. It's pretty darn good. Probably not the best weapon in the game, but not the worst either. It's a good in-between. Here it is, the actual sniper rifle. This thing's pretty darn good. The guys that aren't the giant Guardian, it can get a 2-hit kill on them. Pretty darn good. Sniper also has the gross diarrhea grenade from before. Nasty. Also the shield thing from before. There's this camera thing you can put down. It's just that. It's just a camera you can put down. It looks only in one direction. Maybe it's good for online, but for bots, there's not much use. There's also this little spike ball you can throw that shows like a PNG sprite of the sniper. I guess it's supposed to be like a distraction, but again, bots don't fall for that type of stuff. And to top it all off, he has a paint shotgun. How useful. And then sticking into the classes. Thank God. It's getting tired of talking about these guys. Gameplay is simple. It's just a team deathmatch. Just get as many kills as you can. There's nothing special. There's no capturing flags. There's no domination. There's also a few maps. There's a school map, an underwater base map, and a tropical beach map. There's also 2 training maps, I think, but I can't access them. It crashes every time. Same with the school map. Can't access that one, it crashes too. Now, without a certain game file, the only map you can play is the tropical one, and you'll also be limited to a good amount of weapons too. About 3 a class. Now, I'm playing this on a computer. I'm not supposed to be, but that's how I'm playing it. You're supposed to play this in a Japanese arcade, and the reason there's only 3 weapons a class and some maps are locked is because you had a save card. The card was about the size of a debit card, and you'd put it in the machine, physically put it in the machine, and it would save your progress, and you'd earn XP and rank up. Since I'm playing on computer, I can't put the card in, I've got no way to do that, so I had to get a special file to allow me to use everything for this video. While this game was only playable in Japanese arcades, it's based off another game called Half-Life 2 Survivors, which was also only available in the arcade. Now, I don't remember where I got this from or who told me this, so take this part with a grain of salt, but apparently Taito, the guys who made this, would come in to arcades and offer to replace their Half-Life 2 Survivor machines with Cyber Diver machines. I don't know what year this took place or when it happened, but that's just what I'm told. Again, take it with a grain of salt. Here's a quick rundown of Half-Life 2 Survivor. Half-Life 2 Survivor was a game ported to Japanese arcades. That's pretty much just the campaign, a really watered down campaign I gotta add, and a team deathmatch mode. Now the team deathmatch was pretty similar to Cyber Divers, like almost identical if it wasn't for the art style. But other than that, it's pretty average. It's neat, don't get me wrong, but I'm not clamoring to play it, you know what I mean? Now, in an ideal world, you would be able to play multiplayer still, but I don't think you can. At least not on PC. You might be able to if you find an arcade machine somewhere, but even then, that's a good might. You might be able to even import an arcade machine if you find it, but you probably won't do that because it costs thousands and thousands of dollars. This is a hard game to find. Now, if Taito uses the same online services that Left 4 Dead Arcade uses, and I'll cover that later maybe, then the game has been offline since July 26th of 2017. There's also a manual you can buy online that might give some insight to how online worked, but it's not archived and you have to pay $36 for it. Tempting, but I'm broke and I can't read Japanese. Last minute update, apparently the online servers are still up, but they are shut down for Cyber Diver and Left 4 Dead Arcade. But they're still up for a few games, I'll put a picture up on screen. But yeah, looks like online is unavailable anymore. Shit sucks, man. Conclusion. It's a cool game, but there's only a limited amount of fun to be had without online. I'll leave a link to the game below, it should be on Internet Archive, and I'll also leave like a pastebin link or something to a file code you can type out to make sure you have all the weapons and stuff in the game. So I'll leave you with that, maybe I'll see you next time. I don't know how to actually end this video.